There we are.
Welcome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kinetic Conversations.
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 We gotta get a theme song.
We definitely have to get it. We're gonna make a little wrap up or something and send the track, get it a little beat, get a track going.
Yeah, I think that'll
Get a
be
little
I might actually DJ
kind of vibe.
beat.
Yeah,
Pretty good at that.
we can do a little something.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? How you doing, world? We are back with another video to heal
Yeah.
your soul. Okay.
Yeah, some pretty deep topics today. You wanna just jump right in with NLE real quick?
First of all, how are you?
How am I? How am I? I'm great. I'm great. It's hot. I'm hot. That's what I am hot, okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to complain because it's what I asked for. I asked for the sun. I asked for her to show herself. So here we are, and it's hot.
It's hot. Okay. I know that's right. It is hot
How are
outside.
you though?
It is disgusting outside. I'm all right. I'm here. I'm good. Just put up the clothes that I didn't want to put up. I've been floating for 2 days.
Motivation. I'm gonna do mine. I'm gonna do mine today.
I'm good. You know, I'm got no business when it comes to my house chores, so I guess I'm good.
Yes.
I'm back to work this week. It's cool. I want to be at home.
No, second day back in the work week. I know that's gotta be a
girl, I want to go home, girl. That's how I be feeling when I'm around. They should have let me go home for a week, because that's what happened.
It is.
Okay. Speaking of being at the rep, let's talk about our good boy NLE.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's watch the clip.
I love him.
Let's watch the clip because
I promise you, I ain't making this video because I'm offended or I feel some type of way. But man, it's funny how like back in the 70s, the 60s, men used to dance, bro, and it was like fun. It was happy. Nobody looked at them like they weren't straight, or nobody looked at them like they weren't gangsters, or nobody looked at them like they was less of a man. But you feel me? During the 70s, the 60s, the 80s, and a little bit of the 90s, a lot of people, you feel me, was dancing. It was culture. Towards the 2000s and like 2010s, and I feel like I don't know what happened between that time period. I love for someone to come in on it and let me know what happened. But now it seems as if when men dance or when men show themselves having fun, it's less masculine, or they're not straight, or they're not certified G's, or hey man, I promise you, I ain't making it.
Literally love it. And I feel like the reason why I say that is because he is like my brother. Like my brother is like that. Like he don't care what he at, what he doing. A good time is a good time. He's gonna be himself in that time. Bust out dancing, singing, having a good time, vibing out with the whole crowd. Like
right.
I feel like just like in the league, like at his concerts and stuff, he don't hold back. He's goofy, funny. He do his shit. He talk his music, everything. I feel like this culture of man that is being portrayed is so toxic and it's not healthy. Like this man happy, loving and feeling on himself every day.
I think it's a fear thing.
Yeah. But fear what? Men actually being able to be themselves? Like what's so bad about that? Like
fear of being themselves. Fear of being judged for being themselves. Fear of what happened to NLE happening to them.
What, somebody got something to say? So what? Here's my thing like this. Just like he politely will say it every time. Love everybody, but my sexuality is directly where it goes with women. Ain't none of that. but I have love for the world. I have love for people. More people should think like that. This nigga tweets this on Twitter every time somebody try to throw a gay comment at him. And the fact that I appreciate it so much is because he doesn't even get offended. He's not mad. He's setting this straight. And I feel like my brother goes through that. I feel like a lot of men in the world go through that. The people that are unapologetically out there, like, I feel like the stigma that people have on men to have to be so masculine has caused this hard shell that boys and men carry around with them, thinking that them being vulnerable or them having any kind of emotions or fun towards anything that's not air quotes masculine makes you all messed up in the game.
I agree. But I feel like it's this. There is like, okay, so I've been having like this debate with a couple of people for the last couple of months about like what causes men to feel like hyper masculinity is necessary.
The fact that they have to hide everything, I feel like they can't just express. And I feel like it's been packed on so much. Though? Now, because listen, it's been packed on so much, right? You a boy, you can't cry. You a boy, boys don't that. Boys do this, boys do that, right? Okay, boys do this, boys do that.
But highlighting black men though, for real, because that's where it's really occurring at. When black men started to have fun, where's programs out to say that they less of a man or they less of a gangster or they ain't straight males? You feel me? I don't understand that everybody want to call somebody this and that. Man, have some fun, man. Live your life, be free, man. It ain't about thugging and mugging, clutching up in public all day. We can do that. We can always do that. But now, well, bro, if you go look at how people used to be in the clubs in the 70s, and then you go look in the clubs how we are now, bro, in the 70s, everybody say it's fun. Everybody went on. In the 70s, motherfuckers was dancing, moving. Black men, and people still get on your way. MC Hammer, dancing. Just say.
Very, very good example.
That's what I'm saying. Like boys have this idealization of because boys is that. So you said why it gets so hyper like that? Because you got to think about it. You packing something on for so long, right? And then when it comes time for you to be in the world and be of your people or whatever, I gotta always be like this.
Yes.
Because boys do that.
Yes, that's acceptable.
That's what boys do.
Yeah.
This is how boys act. This is how men act. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I make it like a point. It's sad. And that's why I make it like a point for me to tell my boyfriend like all the time, like, you can express yourself, whether that's happy, sad, mad, whatever it is, let that shit out. If you see something that makes you emotional, feel that emotion. That don't mean you gotta be sad, but if it's something sad, nigga, you feel a little tear, they're gonna be like, nah, let that little shit drop. Like,
you don't gotta blame it on sweat or call it salt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta say I got something in my eye, nigga. Let that little shit drop. That was very good. You know what I'm saying? That was a good, you know what I'm saying, movie, video, whatever it is you watching. So, and I feel like a lot of more people need to have that conversation with their spouse and or brothers, dads, whatever the case may be, because ultimately it's about living in love. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of men don't live in love because they're scared to express that fully because it might mean something else or it might lead to something else. Friend, come on. Perfect example. Boo. Love him. Let me tell you. Eyeliner, lip gloss, high heels.
That's what I'm talking about.
The bone in his pants. Had his titties out all the time. And he got bitches.
Okay, that's what I was just asking that question. Like,
because and probably some niggas too.
No, listen. There are people all types of preferences and labels and identities that identify with being in love with that man. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
With being heavily in love with that man. So, in my personal opinion, I feel like it's unfair to just like put humans in this box, but I also feel like it's scary. We're living in scary times for a lot of people because people sometimes feel like what they don't understand they can't tolerate.
Wow, ooh, that was deep. People feel like what they don't understand they can't tolerate. That was
Yeah.
deep.
Like if you can't understand like why somebody is the way that they are.
So you just
Some
want to make them
people
feel like shit and put them out or put them on the spot or
or try to eliminate them altogether.
all together. Yeah. I mean,
Pretend like they don't exist in different
I feel
ways.
that, right? But why do you have to worry about it? Live in your lane.
Oh,
Like,
so, okay, so that's another thing that
men's
we're
mental
struggling with.
health, but that men's mental health is literally freaking like. I'm not a man, so I can't speak. But from what I see,
Hey.
it's like they just pack shit on, and then it's hard. They just pack all of the hurt, the sadness, the anger, the frustration, the hard work, the back pain, the feet pain, the neck pain, all the anger, all the anything that happens. Chuck it up, because that's what men do, right? That's the stigma of the modern day man. Chuck it up. That's what men go through. I feel like men need more mental help than women because we actually express our emotions. We'll cry, we'll do this, we'll do that. But men that don't, they don't go to counseling, they don't have, not all men though, because there's a lot of men out here that were raised to express themselves. And i.e. NLE Chopper, raised to express himself and be who the fuck he is. And people scrutinize that. But like my son, when I have one, if you're hurt, you can cry. If something bothers you and that's how your frustration begins, I'm not gonna tell you chuck it up. You're not bleeding. Like, I'm not gonna be one of those people to my kid because I feel like more boys and men, and I even try to, like I said, I try to put this into my lover as well. Like, any emotion that you got going on, I'm here for you so you can feel that. No judgment. I don't care what it's about. It will never be any judgment on my end of the stick because it's like you never got to express that. And I feel like most men don't get to express it. That's why a lot of men yell.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to expressing themselves, sometimes that's the only time they be heard. Because when they not yelling and fussing and bussing, you know what I'm saying? Nothing else is happening.
Yeah, and I think that's unfair. I think that's an unfair place in society for men to lie, especially right now with this whole soft girl era.
Yeah.
It's like this constant attack on them, like they can't be soft. But I don't know if you've heard or if you started seeing this soft man era.
I love it.
I've been hearing about it. Men are like taking care of themselves.
Yes.
Self-care wise.
But that's been a thing though. And I love that because niggas just sit and they waste away and they until they go finally they kind of go to the haircut place and then they do their thing and then whoa, who the fuck is that? Like, no, it's niggas out here that between the initial big boy haircut, they do the little lineups, you know what I'm saying? Keep their face shaved up on their own, you know what I'm saying? Will make even if they don't have their hair done, if they have locks or whatever, still line it up, make it look good. Like, it's niggas out here that really do care for themselves, and I feel like it's a culture of people that don't.
Yeah.
So when you look at men, you think of somebody that don't really care about themselves. They just care.
I agree. I feel like they're targeted.
You gotta be stinking. You gotta be hard, and you gotta, according to these hoes, get hella money. Like, not to say you don't want nobody that don't get money, but if a person's trying and working towards something, and if they're actively working towards something, you can't fault them at what they get out of that work because they're trying to get somewhere.
Exactly.
You know, how they use it, like the culture that we have right now is all about and money when it comes to women. So you want your nigga to be as hard as a rock and have pockets like a man. But where does he love you? Where does he show you emotional support? Where does
No, see, and I was just about to say that's when the attack comes in. Because it's like that becomes like the main and only focus, to the point where the possibility for them to even care about themselves has to be thrown out of the window. Like, they don't have the opportunity to focus on like what's going on inside their head, where their mental space is, if they're even okay, like those types of things. They can't focus on those things at all. All they're supposed to do is go to work and come home,
provide,
and wait on hand and foot, for real. That's
like
what.
That give you money, like give you fed, like bitches don't. Excuse my language if I feel like it's harsh, but I feel like hoes they do not prioritize their.
But I feel like it's a huge difference. Like those caliber of human beings exist. There are hoes, there are women, there are bitches. I feel like they all exist.
But I feel like as a women's species, how much we rant and rave about what we want out of men. Let's talk about it, right? How much we rant and rave about what we want out of men and what we expect when it comes to providing for us or loving us or even supporting us emotionally, mentally, however that looks, right?
Right.
When are you doing these things for him? Because a man gonna work, okay? If he a real man, he gonna work. He gonna do what the fuck he gotta do, whether it's at McDonald's, whether it's at a warehouse, whether it's at the damn army people, or whether it's on the ship, on the boat. Nigga, he gonna do whatever it is he gotta do to try to provide some way, somehow, if he a real man. So at what point do you make it a point for you to physically, mentally, and emotionally care for him? When he coming home, are you running him bath? Is his meals prepared? When you see him sitting there and he can't stop thinking and he just seems distracted, are you asking him, hey babe, how are you mentally? What's going on in your world? No, everything be about the woman. And I feel like why me and my boyfriend do work so well, because we equally worry about each other. I see him in his head, whatever, you okay, babe? Let's talk. Da-da-da. He see me just bouncing around, laying around, I do nothing. Damn, babe, why you ain't do none of this? Why you ain't do this? Why you okay? Then I like, we pay attention.
Yes.
Point to check in with each other. It's not about nagging. It's not about, oh, she always got something to say. No. When you actually check in on somebody, it's not that. Not, you don't never do nothing. Why you always lazy? That's not checking in.
No, it's. I was just about to say that. That's not. And people identify or try. Okay, because they are coming from an angry place or from a depleted place themselves, because they're not giving enough to themselves, because they're not filling their own cup. Sometimes, and on top of that, they're also trying to fill yours, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't identify with the fact that they're not being enough for themselves. Yeah. So the requirement is a little bit more than what it would actually need to be.
Boom. And that's that right there. I can vouch that right there. Because I've been in a situation where I could tell how the things that I give to my current partner is what they, wanted, right? But I wasn't even loving myself in that situation. So I barely even fuck with you for real. Stop playing with me. Why do you think? Why you're doing too much? Why do you need that? Why would I do that for you? Because I'm not even doing that for myself, and not thinking of it like that. So in the time, you don't think of it like that. You just think of like, damn it, they just do too much. Like, why are they always doing so much? You know what I mean? But exactly. Now being outside of that mindset and sitting back thinking about myself, like, I wasn't even really caring or loving myself. So the fact that you really expected that from me is crazy.
Exactly.
Whereas now I am full of myself, and it's easy. I don't think twice before I do the things that I do that involve caring or being for my person.
But it's also extremely important, something that I've been starting to notice amongst the rest of the population of the world. We don't identify or analyze whether or not a person is in survival mode or if they're actually living before we start interacting with them. And then I also believe that people sometimes put certain restraints on a person because of a title That's not necessary either.
Yeah. 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 That right there is the biggest. And don't forget the realist fact right there.
Yeah, man.
You see a person or how a person acts or what a person does. You don't think about the reason and why they feel this way, why they're doing that. You don't think about where they are mentally. You don't think about like nothing. Like a person can see a woman have a baby breaking down, losing her fucking mind and call her crazy versus thinking like, oh shit, she's probably going through postpartum and she needs some help.
Indeed.
Why not get in on that person instead of talking shit about that person?
Listen. From personal experience, a fact, okay. But I've also seen it on the flipping. I also think like on the flip side, when it comes to men, they are like shunned for even being aware of like where they are. Like, because if a man tells you I'm not ready for a relationship, but I would like to kick it with you, I enjoy your presence, or something like that, now you're offended and upset. But I mean, would you rather him waste your time?
And I never understood that, because why are you mad that he was clear with you? Now, if you play with your emotions, did all the same things that you want, but never put a title on it, then what's that?
That's what I'm saying.
But they be mad though. They be mad. Listen, me and my boyfriend, again, I'm like literally living proof of some of this shit. We were dating, but there was no like real official title for ages.
Same. Okay, from 2018 up until 2020, there was no title.
And basically the same for me. Like, not 2018 though, it was like 2020 to like basically really like right before like I moved with that Valentine's Day before I moved out here. Like it was literally just understanding and that for each other. Like, that's what we wanted. And that's why I enjoy this so much, because I do got boyfriend. I'm saying everybody, I got a man. But when you listen back and think about it, like, damn, this person is really choosing me.
Every day, it's a personal choice. Like, I'm waking up. Yes, on purpose to this person.
Yeah.
On purpose, not because I have to, not because I think I need to, not to fit someone else's standards. Oh, and that's another thing. Sometimes people date who is acceptable for them and not who they want to.
And that also plays into mental health as well, because you're being manipulated by your family and or surrounding.
Yes.
Therefore neglecting yourself and what you really need and want for yourself. But you'll go out here and do some, you know what I'm saying? You'll take the girl you want on dates or do all the crazy, but you won't bring her home. Nope. Bring her home, sweetie. We ain't gonna fight her. We just want to talk to her. Bring her home. We ain't gonna fight her. We just want to talk to her. Bring her home. And that's how the family be. And it's just like, why do you want somebody to bring somebody over to you and you're going to make them uncomfortable? Like, I just feel like more people in the world need to just love. Like, the parents, the kids, the dogs, everybody. Everybody just need to be friends. So
but let's touch on the other part of mental health when it comes to being able to love. Yeah. People don't be loving themselves, man. We got to run it back. They don't be loving themselves.
You got to love yourself.
At the beginning of the generation.
How in the hell you gonna love somebody else if you don't love yourself?
Exactly.
Man up in here.
Exactly. And the issue is that this is a generational thing. It doesn't just start with us. It's not just us. It's just us that's talking about it every day. It's us that's being into deep-rooted arguments with family members. We're stepping away from whole sides of the family because I just can't tolerate those types of things. If we're not gonna be love and light, I can't really be over there. Like, it's cool if we have a disagreement here and there, but for us to just hate each other on a regular basis and that just be norm, that's not something that most people have any tolerance for anymore.
No, and that's because the frequency of the world is getting back to the proper frequency, and I appreciate it so much because, like, I'm sick of the chaos frequency. I'm sick of this fear frequency. I'm ready for like kids to start dancing again and shit. Like I'm ready to start seeing everything you want again. It's like too much like terror, too much scary, too much. It's like a fog over the world. Like everybody's angry, everybody just want to fight, everybody's so mad. It's just like love yourself so that you can love your family. Love yourself so that you can love your partner. Love yourself so you can love your kids. A lot of people have kids, right? But they're so angry with themselves because they take time for themselves before the kids. Now the kids need the ample amount of time that it takes to be, grow up and to be nurtured. And now you're mad at your kids, but it's not your kids' fault.
No, it's not.
They won't hump in.
I'm all about going fast and blowing stuff up.
That's why it's like, though I do want children. Like if I was like go put them sitting out, not pregnant, I would probably like be so happy, right? But the fact that I am like not experienced that, I'm no longer like bummed out by that because it's like I do low key get a chance to just continue to collect myself fully. That part of my life that start. I feel like a lot of people don't get that opportunity to be able to really collect themselves fully before becoming a parent. And I feel like shout out to God because that's helping my mental health.
It is, believe it or not. In all honesty, it is.
No, and I have that understanding. That's why, like, sometimes, I have my days. I've been talking to you about it. Like, when I just really am just down about the idea of the fact because I just see and I just want it so bad because it's like all the way around me, even fucking Instagram to just parenting videos to me. Like, I'm a new mother. So she's like, tell me something y'all know because, like, what's going on? But, like, that's how I be feeling. And then I just take myself out of my body and then think, like, okay. If you were really right now needing to buy diapers and you couldn't even buy no food, how would you feel?
Yeah.
Your kid or clothe your kids anus hole. And you can't even feed either. Well, they can eat because you're gonna be breastfeeding, but what you gonna eat and what they gonna wear? They just gonna pee all over and shit all on your lap, and then you just gonna keep breastfeeding, like, and you just gonna be dying because you ain't eat. Like, I be thinking to myself sometimes, like, I really sit back and think about that and I cry because it's like, damn, okay. Then I'll be even more sad about that because, like, why would I do some shit like this? Like, what the fuck? Like, I would, so it's just would make it that much worse. Like, you do got to be ready. And I feel like, thank you, for rushing when y'all did what y'all did with me. Y'all could be really could be here and shit like, but like, I always say it's on mute. I always say that I met somebody that has older parents. I work with a person that has older parents, and both of her parents are like they're just like so chill, so happy. Like she said, they've always been like that. Like because they had her and her brother like when they were like in their late 30s, and I'm like, okay. It's not that like, I got to see the good side because everybody in our generation, everybody young mom. My mom was young mom. Like I ain't never really had no old mom idols or anything like that. When I met my friend mom, I was like, okay, I could do this. This is cool. Like it's not that bad. She in her 30s. So I'm like in her like 50s, about to be maybe 60. Like. I'm like, all right, that's not bad. That's not too bad. And she's still kicking and living good. So it's like, okay. Just because you old on me, you gotta really like be old. Like, because you're number old. It's on mute. I can't hear you.
My mom is 73 years here. Okay. And she still doing everything she possibly can. She just went skydiving a couple of days ago. We apparently have plans to go jet skiing. She has as much fun as possible. She refuses for life to stop. I was her last kid, 26 years old. Okay, she was still trying to potty train and stuff like that while she was really getting her groove back, but she managed it. She made it happen. A lot. I was I was being taken care of by the village, just to make sure my mom's mental space was okay.
Yeah, because it really definitely does take a village for real.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Wow.
There's no such thing as being able to raise children without it. If you have done it, I commend you. In all honesty, I really do. But like doing it and doing it alive,
Yeah.
it requires other people. And sometimes you have to humble yourself as a parent. That's another thing that's a little difficult to do with your offspring. It's real difficult to do. I'll say that. That'll mess with your mental health too. Having people tell you like, no, that's not necessarily the right way to do it. You're like, what's the right way? Where the book at? There is
I feel like
instruction.
there's no book to life. Like there's no book to life.
No.
So whatever you do, what you do. But however, there is a
A
flower
book about the flower of life.
of life.
Okay.
There is.
There is.
That will tell you a lot.
The flower of life is an ancient symbol that can be found in almost every major culture and religion around the world. The design appears complex at first glance, but is really quite simple, made up of a number of interlocking circles. In this video, let's take a look at the surprisingly profound symbolism of the flower of life. The origins of the flower of life are so ancient we don't really know when it was first created. The oldest known depiction of the symbol can be seen in the Temple of Osiris in Abydos, Egypt, and is believed to be between 2,000 to 6,000 years old. Versions of the symbol have been found in various locations around the world, including ancient Egypt, China, Turkey, Italy, Ireland, Greece, Iceland, and Spain. Examples of the flower of life abound in the architecture of the ancient world. It's been found in ancient synagogues in Israel, in Buddhist temples in India and Japan, in the Forbidden City of China, in the city of Ephesus in Turkey, and on a mosaic floor in Pompeii, Rome. The symbol has played a key role in philosophy, mathematics, alchemy, architecture, spiritual beliefs, and decoration. History records that Leonardo da Vinci studied it closely and was able to identify the 5 Platonic solids and the golden ratio of 5 within it. In fact, Da Vinci's famous Vitruvian Man is thought to be based to some extent on the flower of life.
Yes.
Indeed.
His body and makeup is directly inside of the center.
Yeah.
Flower of life.
The code of 6.
I have always been obsessed with this, right? So I really want to say something, not being so crazy, because I've always seen it, right? Always seen it, like the makeup, everything like that. But I never knew what it was. Never knew what it was. Ever. Never knew what it was. Like I have a friend that has it tattooed right here. And I was always obsessed with it. Like, oh my God, I love this tattoo so much. Like, when are you going to see mine? I'm going to have the exact same tattoo. Like, this is so cool. And then one day I was walking down the street and on like the little water sewer things that's like on the ground, the circle things, they had the symbols. It had the circles and it had the flower. So I'm like, that's so cool. Like, where does this come from? Like, da 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 da. So then, more recently, like last year, I stumbled upon the research about it and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, the universe literally just be talking to me, like bringing the flowers into my life, like whatever. Because I did not know. And then listening to that video that we were just watching, of course, I watched that video before as well, and looking at it and seeing like how everything from like the flowers to like like I said, the architecture, everything is made up of these components or these geometric shapes, that the 5 geometric shapes that come from the flower of life. And I'm just sitting here so like gobsmacked,
Right?
by the fact that every single thing, not every single thing, like literally it is, but like it's not, but
But it is.
But it is like because
But
they
it is.
follow the
Looking
shape.
at my placenta, the
Yeah,
flower of life.
yeah.
And I was kind of tripped out,
It's like the
honestly.
tree.
Flower of life. The flower of life is a complex and multi-layered pattern, but its design is really quite simple. It's typically made up of 19 overlapping circles that form a flower-like pattern. The idea is that the symbol can be extended endlessly by adding circles to it, which also makes it a representation of eternity and the endless cycle of life. While the symbol is made up of circles, it features a hexagonal outline. When looked at carefully, multiple shapes and symbols can be seen within the overall pattern, including the egg of life, seed of life, the fruit of life, the tree of life, Metatron's cube, and the five
And
platonic
the egg of
solids.
life.
Yes.
All these shapes are fundamental to sacred geometry, which
Indeed.
refers to repeating geometric patterns found in nature. Sacred geometry symbols can be explained scientifically, but are believed to be evidence of intelligent design by a higher power for those who believe in the spiritual aspect of geometry.
Mm.
Yes.
Like, I've been listening to the audiobook that I sent you. It was like 5 hours. And I think I'm like 2.5 hours in.
Okay.
So good. Like, and it really just it's very in depth. Like, I don't know. I feel like with me taking my psychology class and like dipping into this, I'm really like getting there.
Really getting the downloads. I feel you.
There, yeah. Like it's all just coming. It's all coming. And I feel like I encourage anybody, like, if you are like us and you love life, you love the earth, and you love
I encourage you
everything,
to read
and
it.
you're a rebel, you don't just believe in what's told to you, research, read the books, listen to the audiobooks, watch the videos like we're showing you here in depth, and like really get into the flower of life because it brings a sense of wholeness to you mentally understanding a little bit more.
Yeah.
And also knowing how far it dates back, like
Eternity.
everything we know is a lie. Just
The
go
very first shape. The very first and the very last.
yeah.
Live inside of the flower of life. Like, it is the code for DNA.
Yes. The negative space between each
Adam,
I lost the word.
it's okay.
The negative space between each atom represents like another galaxy and another galaxy and another, like
Not yes.
so many infinite everything, and it's like dang to know that I'm just like a little speck, like this in someone's world is crazy.
It meant
Do not
listen.
take this life shit serious at all. Like nothing, everything's.
I was just about to say that. It makes you really like question whether or not anything is that big of a deal.
nothing. Nothing's worth getting angry about. Nothing's worth flushing yourself about. Nothing's worth working hard. That's why I said I almost stay my ass home because it's like, well, I'm working so hard for. You're never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop. Why I'm working so hard for? Why I'm doing all this? Like not in the sense of like not working hard, but burning myself out. You know what I mean? Like depleting myself completely for something. For what?
Exactly.
Now, granted, these folks with this CERN machine is trying to make it go somewhere, but the ultimate power ain't gonna let that happen. So I ain't worried about it.
Well, I feel like it's necessary. The thing that they want to do, I feel like it's necessary. I feel like it's already happened.
Bro, I was doing. I forget what I was looking at, reading, or listening to. I forgot. I think it was through this book actually, saying that they have been doing stuff with this CERN machine since 2004.
No, they've been doing things with this CERN machine since 1961. That is when it was built.
Created. Yeah, I thought they did their first big experiment, like turned it on and generated and did all that good shit.
Yep, and they had to turn it off because they saw something and they didn't know what they saw.
Yeah, so then they did that big action experiment in 2004, and I feel like then they did another one in 2012. That's why that Mandela effect didn't happen and all that other stuff like that. Yeah, I'll get into the flower life because the flower life will plug you in with everything.
It does. I mean, it's intertwined. It's the whole reason why we're having this conversation. Kinetic energy is the flower of life.
It is. It is. It's love. It is healing.
The only reason why you're able to use what do they call those defibrillator things in order to like revive a person is because of the energy that lies within the body. And the reason why energy lies within the body is because of the makeup of the body, which is the flower of life.
Literally, the geometry makeup.
Organic materials, non-organic materials, everything is that.
Comes from that, how they do things. It's just, I think it's crazy.
That's what life is.
I'm just sitting here thinking, I don't want to say it because I'm not trying to get canceled, but you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I want to shake the
always
world
on the stage.
Religion shop thing, but definitely the Most High for sure. The makeup of life, definitely the Most High. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to read this. Well, to listen to this audiobook. I've read and done like my own personal research. I've drawn the flower of life a few times before.
I always be drawing that thing, bro, and not the not even the flower. What did they say it was? The one with just the circle. The seed.
The tree of life?
No, the tree of life was a circle and a line. The one that's just like, it was the 5 down, 2, 2, 2, 2.
That is the first stage of the flower of life.
That part. I always be drawing that part all the time.
Oh, that's what it's called. The DNA's compound sequence.
I'm just literally I never understood why. It's like, cause I'm.
Hey, everybody know that TJ does not sleep. He does not like.
Yes, y'all. The flower of life is the way.
I don't like sweet
Say it anyway. No, not gonna say that. Stop it. Y'all trying to start some drama like we just got on here. Like I ain't trying to have nobody trying to block my video because I'm trying to, you know, like. All right, so I'm gonna say it for real, but I'm gonna say it like really, really fast. So like if they try to catch it, right? Yeah, ready? The problem I got. All right, so yeah, I need y'all to look into that and do that. Did y'all catch it? Because I said it. Did y'all catch it? Because I said it. Okay. So yeah, if you caught it, because you wanted me to say it, so I said it for you. So like, don't be trying to lie and say it because I said it. I said it.
Listen,
you just gotta pay attention when I said that real fast. Because I'm not trying to get canceled, like, because I respect everybody. You worship what you worship, you love what you love, you do what you do. To you. For you. I love that. But for me, what I see, life, death, growth, understanding, understand. These are the things that
listen, I'm convinced.
And the highest power. That's what I feel. Anything else, I just be like, okay.
Mutual agreement.
Look, sir. That's another episode though. Like I really do want us to have. I want us to get like a couple of episodes in first though, but I do want us to have like
that conversation. Yeah, I want to have that conversation too.
Yeah, that conversation because I'm trying to find different people. I want to have.
I have a few people. I
want to get a different type of. I want to have a couple of different religions. I want to understand like
Yes.
What is the, because a lot of people only are certain religions because that's what they grew up with or that's what was given to
That's
them.
why I was.
Yeah, same. But I never claimed it.
I did wholeheartedly. I was a
Was
Bible
that,
thumper.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
I was a Bible thumper. I used to take it to school with me. I used to try to pray for people at school. Yes, this was me in middle school.
That's
I was
crazy.
praying for people at school. I almost got expelled because
you know what I would have
non-secular.
You know what I would have said to you? I would have straight up been like, I talk to God all the time. Leave me alone. Straight up. I talk to God all the time. Leave me alone. I talk to God all the time. That's what I would have told you. Because why is you bothering me? I was talking to God yesterday.
Because I was trying to spread the word of the Lord. That was what I was trying to do. I was trying to give everybody the good book. I used to have 4 or 5 Bibles in my backpack. But see, I was also selling edibles back then too. So like, it was a lot. I believed in the burning bush. I still wholeheartedly believe in the burning bush. He said he spoke to him. The bush spoke to him. That's what they say. You can't kill
I myself do believe in the bush, fuck with the bush, smoke the bush, love the bush. However, the whole religion thing that really sat with me. Like, I used to go to church, like, and be there for hours, and I'm just like, y'all niggas not bored? Like,
I was all the way in. I don't know what it was. I turned
like
13.
This don't seem like the craziest story you ever heard in your life.
I don't think I was ever actually listening, if I'm being 100% honest.
It got to me like, okay, these niggas really is crazy because some people are connected to where they can tell you. Like, I met a preacher lady, bitch, that was. I went to her church, and I was standing all the way in the back, and she pulled my ass all the way to the front, and she was like, "I know your hardship. God had told me that you've been da 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 da. He done told me that your mom struggled through, and he didn't show me that you just a strong da la la." And I'm looking at this bitch like, y'all don't get me out of this. Y'all do not know this. She know my life. Like, you know my life. That's what made me a believer, right? Because it's like, how do you know my life? I don't know you.
Mediums are possible in every field of religion.
Way, shape, or fashion. I'm a seer. I just don't get it like that. I get it in dreams. You see what I'm saying? So it don't just come to me. But this is before I was aware of my personal understanding, right? So in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay. So like, he really talking to her. Like, he know, like, they hang out. Like, they know each other. Like, this is girl. Okay, like, okay, I believe. Like, okay, I believe, right? So then I believe when I'm doing all things. I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. Then I went to like a culty church.
Okay.
And I believed real fast because I'm like, okay, money to do all evil is so sad, but y'all niggas is real money hungry. Why we got a Starbucks in church? Man? Why we got a little mini like like a little place that you get like snacks and shit, like a little mini, we look like a corner store, but just like it's like one, it's like upstairs, it's a little Starbucks, and downstairs you got the little concession stand, you get your stuff. And I'm just thinking like this is we like, thank you, Lord. Like,
yeah.
And then we go to past the playground. This is what really turned me on. We go to plastic hate around. I ain't putting in play. They're looking at me like, oh, this bitch broke. Okay. And I got my cookies and cream shake. This is where my play design right here. What you talking about? And they're like, we have it in cash. Always feel free to send it in electronically. Huh? You can sign up right here and give us the right to charge your card electronically. For this
that is the last day that I went to church.
Every Sunday, and I like got the little paper and shit. And I took the little paper and said, "Oh yeah, thank you." I opened the Bible and I stuck it in. I closed it out and I set it back down. He looked at me and I looked at him, and I looked forward. And then after that, I had never went back. And then every time somebody tried to invite me to church, like, I'd be sweating because it's like, I don't want to go. Like, and it's like hard to tell people that invite you to church, like, you don't want to go. Like, I would rather lie and say, like, yeah, I'm going to come, and then just don't go, than be like, no, I don't want to go. Like, I really get your hopes up, and then, like, just don't show up.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan either. The last time we went, they was doing communion. I can't remember why. But they was doing communion.
Ain't it like the second Sunday or last Sunday or something like that? First Sunday, something.
It was the first Sunday. Yep, it was the first Sunday. And then we did that, and then right after that, well, I was like, immediately we doing witchcraft in the church, but okay. I really didn't think
whole ceremony.
I didn't think we was gonna do that, but I'm a witch, so I was like, this is fun.
Cool. This is cool, right?
This is fun for me. But then I was thinking about, okay, there's a restaurant right next door to the church, so I'm like, I kind of want some greens and some yams and some macaroni and cheese after this is over, right? But then they started talking about collection, right? Very similar. And then the pastor say you can cash after church. I got up and walked out.
Cash after church.
I'm not gonna cash app you a damn
Giving
thing.
you electronic access to my card for you to charge it every Sunday is crazy. Here's my thing, nigga. You got us up in here. When we were leaving out, I made sure I paid attention to every person that watched their car. Because you know, the people that's like the pastor stuff, they park like closer. We pulling out, he just not getting to his car. Sitting on rims. Nice rims. Car nice as stuff. I said, that's why you want the cash app. That's why you want the card access, because you need to keep these rims spinning, babe. No, I'm not. Man.
It is a whole company.
They had golf carts picking you up from your car. You don't gotta walk in. They got the golf carts picking you up from your car, drop you off at the front door, and going around the lot picking everybody up. I'd be like, pick up 6 people at a time. Girl, that was not a church, nigga. That was a concert.
Well, okay, so was it a mega church? Because that's what they do at mega church.
And a mega church. Granted, it was big, but it ain't no damn mega church, nigga. That was the devil's work, if that's what you want to call anything.
It was the devil's work. I love it.
I don't. It wasn't a mega church. It was the devil's work, if you want to call anything. If we're gonna go religious, we're gonna go religious. To be real about it. That was the devil's work. I won't no mega church. Because I've been in a black church, nigga. Where niggas still got everything that's wood, nigga.
Yeah.
Everything still wood.
Yeah.
Ain't no electronic scooters. Ain't no nothing. Even the oldest granny, nigga, she got to park at the front of the church because, nigga, she got to use her walker. Ain't no damn golf cart coming to pick her up. Niggas still using regular lights and shit. They not having literal concert quality, like visuals, and when the people be saying and stuff. It's like a concert. It's not like they got the words all up on the thing. Like, it's just not.
A mega church is like what Joel Osteen and T.D. Jakes and like that. Those are mega churches.
That's also, one more time for the people in the back. Can y'all hear me? The devil's work. T.D. Jakes be getting swallowed up.
Swallowed by the
he
whole
be swallowed up. Y'all not about to sit here and play about T.D. Jakes. He be hanging out with Diddy and stuff.
It's Joel Osteen, and the fact that several of his female ushers are his mistresses, and one of them tried to do a Me Too, and she ain't been heard from since.
Again, I say,
that's another topic. We're gonna touch on that.
I mean, like, people go for ages on that because baby, but that's just what I'm saying. Like, it's just so many no's. But then when I started my spiritual journey, I have never got. That's what I said allegedly. I had said allegedly that. I know you
allegedly.
I had said allegedly. But I have never felt like, oh, I can't trust this when it came to spirituality and trusting what I know, and that I can see what I can feel, and you know what I'm saying, being divinely led. Like I've never felt like, no, that ain't for me.
I
No,
agree.
that no, I'm not supposed to be in here. No, I'm not supposed to be reading this. Oh, this don't make sense. Everything
I
to me,
questioned old Bible several
to
times. I had to
me,
fact check
bro,
it.
just hearing
I
it,
had,
questioned it. Nigga, I can't get past Gemini. Why? Because I mean Genesis. I can't get past. I said Gemini.
no, you had it right.
I can't get past Genesis because it
Well,
don't.
okay, so you got to start at Revelations. I will start there because a lot of people struggle with reading the Bible
No, I
forward to
try to
back.
read the Bible as a book, front to back. I'm like,
No, you can't do
I'm
that.
gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna. Girl, you can't because it don't make no fuck. That's why I can't. Here's what you should be able to do. Here's what you should be able to because it's a fucking book, but you can't.
No, you got to read it backwards.
Make no sense. I tried doing that too. It still didn't make sense. Because I said, okay, I can't get through the front, so let me flip this bitch around and start at the back. I'm gonna start at the back. I'm gonna start at the back. Bullshit. And also, the book has been rewritten way too many times for me to even believe half shit I'm reading.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Next week we're gonna touch on the missing books.
Anyway, so next week,
That
week,
whole thing.
that's what we're gonna talk about next week, y'all. This is just a little into next week's beautiful, juicy conversation. So y'all need to make sure y'all make it back for real.
Yes, come back.
Because it's gonna be real good next Tuesday. And I'm gonna get real grimy and dirty into it too. Because I feel so strongly about this topic. Oh my God. I've been shunned most of my damn life for my beliefs and feelings. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
now everybody wanna wake up.
I'm a very taboo person for saying things like I believe that God is a woman, but you know.
Come on. Because if not, now I'm gonna just say one last point before we really end the show for y'all. Like, and this is probably gonna carry to the show because I really just need y'all to like really tap in and
Yeah, do y'all research?
we get pregnant and we bring men, women, you know what I'm saying, into the world, right.
Oh my.
Come on. We're gonna talk about the books. We're gonna talk about the hidden books. We're gonna talk about religion. We're gonna talk about all that next week. So hold that question and hold that thought. We're gonna bring it in. But I'm about to touch down with my last point here about God being a woman. Because I ain't gonna do that. We bring life. They say they're supposed to be a woman. They say the water is a woman. What do you say? We women, right? What do people and things that's in the placenta be sitting in? Water, that's a woman. What grow all these big ass luxurious trees and grass and everything? The sun, that's a woman. What air quotes to the people that are bubble thumpers? Let's y'all want to be so thumpy. Okay. What started all this and created everything?
I'm saying though, was it the egg? The egg came first.
It was a woman. And that's also, that's why it don't make sense to me because okay, if it was just a woman, then like where did man come from? That's why I think that everything started off with like the tree of life and the flower of life and the geometric makeup of life. Because
okay, I mean, yeah, we really got to talk about it next week because I have so many truths to give y'all.
Like,
I have so many truths to give y'all about that.
Disclaimer.
But I would like that. Here's my last point. If you look back into all of ancient mythology, right? Mythology. If you look back into it, you can find there being what they call it, a non-binary being that is like, what are they? The god or goddess of war, life, unity, all of that, all in one though, all in one. And I just want to leave y'all with the question of how is that possible if it's not a woman? I just want to.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like no slackers put on the men's is because y'all niggas.
Y'all are a very necessary creature.
Very much so needed. But like,
necessary.
We really
love y'all.
Yes. what we really we that shit.
Yeah.
No wars, no sexism. Love niggas, love bitches, love everything, love everybody, love anything. If you working man, you a woman, I use man, you a woman, back forth, non-binary, blue, green, orange, purple, love everything and everybody. But the women's is we women's is. I like we the real king. With that, nice little droplet of note and love and understanding.
Yes.
That was another beautiful show. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Love
Yet
you
another
guys.
Tuesday to have a great conversation and connect with us. Thank you.
Yes.
We'll
So
be back next Tuesday.
Okay. We in the house
Yep,
with the
great. You already know what's up.
patients that touch your soul.
It's talking about for knowledge, yes. People forgot the first God that embodies it. Come on.
Yes.
And with that note, we're going to see y'all next Tuesday.